Eithne, the adventurer, and I'm going to be giving lots of lessons on how you can join me and become a park ranger. Make sure and join us and fill out the form. Don't miss out. See you there. Hello and welcome back to Eithne, the adventurer's park ranger lessons. I hope you've been having a great time so far. Today, I am going to tell you a story about a little tree, and I need you to help me. So, we're going to start off, and we're going to give ourselves a big stretch. Okay, shake it all off. Here we go. Today, I'm going to tell you a story about a little tree. Are you all ready? Okay, give a big stretch and shake off all that tension. There we go. Okay, so once upon a time, there was a tiny little tree. And this tree had lots and lots and lots of leaves. This tree was surrounded in lots of other little trees who also had lots and lots and lots and lots of little leaves. In the heat of the long summer days, the little leaves helped to keep him cool. Sam the squirrel would climb up onto his branches and play and have a little chat. The cawing crow would fly past and then would land on him and tell him all the things that she had seen far and wide across the country. This little tree was sure to grow up big and strong. Autumn arrived and the cool winds filled the air. The wind tickled the little tree as it passed through his branches and ruffled his leaves. The air grew cold and the leaves on all the trees began to change colour. They went from yellow to red, and if you put the two together, that makes orange. Then one by one, the little trees began to drop their leaves. All except for the little tree. He just hugged his leaves really tight. "Caw, caw," said the crow. "Little tree, don't you know you're supposed to drop your leaves by now?" But Little Tree was unsure. What would he do without his leaves? So, whenever winter came, he held on really tight. "What are you still doing with your leaves on you?" asked Ferdinand the fox. Little Tree just laughed and hugged his leaves even tighter. Springtime arrived and the forest burst into life again. The other trees grew bright new leaves, and Sam the squirrels played again in their branches. The little tree could hear the clever crow cawing all along. "Caw, caw." The seasons continued to come and go. "Little tree," called the crow, "your leaves are brown. Are you feeling sick?" A fox said, "Little tree, it's autumn. It's time for you to drop your leaves. You can do it. Are you ready? 1, 2... But the little tree just hugged his leaves even tighter. All around, the forest grew and grew. The summer came, and the little tree could no longer feel the sunlight. The squirrels played high above on the broad, tall branches of the other trees. And the crow's caws were so very far away that he could hardly hear any of her tales of what went on. Caw, caw. Autumn came again, and the leaves began to blanket the ground. Little Tree looked at the other trees, with their branches reaching high up into the sky. Then he remembered when all the other trees had been his size, and he missed his friends, the crow and the squirrel and the fox. And then, he let go. As the last leaf floated down to the ground, for the first time, the little tree could feel the harsh coldness of the winter. But in time, something happened. Little Tree began to grow and grow and grow. The trees are teaching us a lesson, that there is a reason for every season, and sometimes change is good. Trees are responsible for lots of change. They take in carbon dioxide and filter it through their leaves and through the root system, turning it into oxygen, which is what we breathe in. And that's why it's good to be surrounded in trees and plants and nature. Deforestation is when all the trees have been taken out of the ground. It makes the soil loose, and missing root systems mean that the soil dries out and becomes desert-like, or, if it's very wet, can become a landslide. Just some of the activities you could do this week is you could get a page and get a crayon and lean it up against a tree and give it a trace. That way you'll get to see what the bark of the tree looks like. You can even get a leaf and put it onto the page and trace it that way. As we know, trees are really, really important for birds and bees and insects who depend on them for their homes. When trees fall down, insects and bugs eat them all up. As they rot, they become nutritious and for other trees and shrubs. And this begins the circle of life all over again. I hope you'll come back again and we'll talk more about being a park ranger next time. Bye!